Hey folks, Dan Burr here with the Daily Scan for Monday, October the 20th. And just a point of interest, not to say that seasonality has been really holding true this year, but tomorrow starts the worst week of October, the 21st until the 27th. Usually after that, we get the rally into the end of the year. But so far, seasonality really hasn't played out the way it normally does. So who knows? We might just keep going up and never look back. But I just thought I'd throw that out there and let people know. Now, one thing I want to mention right now, it is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The reason I didn't do this earlier is because StockCharts is down. For those that are using StockCharts, you may have noticed this. Let me show you something. So you can see right here. This is as of 12:45. AWS, waiting for AWS to fix the issue. Apparently, overnight they reduced the number of servers to control costs. We do that with the assumption that we can get those servers back in the morning before the market opens. This morning, for the first time ever, we're unable to get servers from Amazon. The result is that our site is working using the relatively small number of servers we retained overnight. So I noticed this morning. It's been a point of frustration all morning as I continue to try to update things. And I'm not really going to use StockCharts today, of course, because it's just painful. So those of you that are using StockCharts probably have noticed that, and this is the reason why. They identified it at 9:42 this morning. This is an outage in Northern Virginia has affected our sites. So this outage may affect a lot of other things. There's a link right here. I have not looked at this article from CNN, but that might tell you why it's going on. I wonder, I don't know if it's a security issue or what it is, but at any rate, no StockCharts today. So I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use Thinkorswim instead. So let's go so this might be a quick session also. Let's go take a look. This is my Thinkorswim, one version of it. This is on my, what I'm looking at is my laptop, which I have one large screen connected to, and that's what I'm sharing, the screen that you're seeing. I also have 4 other screens on a desktop that I usually use Thinkorswim on, and in that one I have 4 different views. So this one is only this one view right here. So take a look at what the market's doing. First of all, you can see right here, gapped up this morning and just doesn't stop, continues to go higher. It is not breaking out above a previous high yet, but it looks like it's trying to get there. Now, momentum had been coming down and actually went below zero, but now, and it's in a squeeze right now. This is a daily squeeze. So this one's a daily chart. This one over here is a weekly chart, and this one on the left is a 10-minute chart. And you can see the 10-minute chart has just been following the 13 EMA, just up all day, all morning. Here's the gap up this morning. So that's 9:30, this gap right here, and just continues to go up, relentlessly moving higher, but not yet breaking out. So we might get there though. Right now it's at 67.39, so we'll see how it goes by the end of the day. Notice the ADX, the green is just getting ready to cross the red down here. So that would be positive if that happens, especially with the squeeze and especially if the momentum, which went below zero, and still I think is below zero slightly, but may actually go back above zero. So all of this, and you can see the MACD lines down here, also getting ready to move up. So all that's very positive. The market, if it breaks out right here, it's going to very quickly make a run for 7,000. And we've got 2 earnings reports this week. We have Tesla and Netflix. Those have been unpredictable, let's call them, the last earnings season. So we'll see how they do this time. And then next week are the really big ones. Next week we have Microsoft and Meta and quite a few other ones. So next week, which is usually when the end of year rally starts, towards the end of next week. So we'll see, but right now it looks like it's already begun and it's still not coming down. So it's not rolling over yet. By the way, if you notice the color coding on my chart right here, I'm actually using John Carter's momentum. So his momentum actually paints these blue if there is an up momentum, and there is not any right now for the daily chart. In terms of gray, if it's neutral, so what I'm doing is I'm replacing his colors with the impulse system, which has green if the trend and momentum is up. It's red if the trend and momentum is down, and it normally is blue if it's neutral. But I changed the blue to the momentum system from John Carter, which is gray. So the gray bars here would reflect his gray bars. The green bars may on the John Carter's system, probably these green bars would be gray also, but on the impulse system, they're green. Kind of like that a little bit better because it shows that there's still a lot of strength. Right now, we've got 2 green bars in a row, and we're well above the 21-day EMA. So this is definitely moving higher. All right, let's still staying in StockCharts. Let's look at a scan that I created. So this scan right here is I'm looking for the oscillator. Now the oscillator is this, the Squeeze Pro oscillator is this right over here. I'm looking for it to be greater than yesterday. So that means it's moving up. So this one right here is not greater than yesterday. This is a 10-minute chart, but just as an example. And then the second one is I'm looking for the oscillator 2 days ago to be under 0. So I want it to be less than 0 and moving up. So let's take a look. The number one on here is SoFi. And I'll look at it. This scan will be on a daily, so not on the 10-minute. But let's take a look on the daily and see what that looks like. So here it is. You can see right down here. This is something that I learned at the Money Show from Danielle Shea in her session. She calls it the slingshot, when the momentum is below 0 down here and the bars are getting shorter, moving towards 0, especially with the MACD about ready to cross. She calls that a slingshot, and that's when this could actually take off. So you also notice the dark green arrows right here. That's how I configured my my thinkorswim to tell me that it just went above the 21 EMA. So these right here are above the 21. Here is the impulse bars. You can see green, blue, light blue. This is John Carter's impulse bars. He normally has, not impulse, but John Carter's momentum arrows. And I've overlaid the impulse bars on his system. So I've got a kind of a combination. So it's gray when it's neutral, green when it's going up. And if it has a blue arrow, that means all of the conditions that imply high momentum are present. So it was moving up nicely back here. This is a daily chart on this one. And right now it's still moving higher. The breakout is up here at 30. Right now it's at 28.60, but looks like a really good move, especially with the way this, notice the ADX is crossing. So this might be a really good entry for that one. Let's go back and look at a couple of other ones on the scan. These are sorted by volume, by the way. So the S&P, interestingly, is number 2. Meta is on here. There's Meta. So Meta, see right there, just went above the 21 today. And notice the slingshot down here, getting ready to take off. So Meta looks like it's poised to start moving, might move considerably as well. What else we have that's interesting? Citigroup, Credo Technology. It's sitting just above the 21 right now, and it's in a squeeze, and the momentum bars are just moving higher. So that's the slingshot, according to Danielle Shea. So that would be a great place probably to get in or do some options or whatever you decide you want to do with something like that. Of course, it doesn't guarantee it's going to go up. Just puts the probabilities on your side. and pretty solid support right there at 130 roughly. Right now it's at 150, but could easily get up here to 170. All right, what else do we have on this scan? We've got the total of 59 stocks that came out on this one. Schwab is on here. PGen, by the way, this one hit my last Friday at the end of the day. PGEN hit the short squeeze alert. You can see it had a blue momentum arrow. So this was a short squeeze, pulling back a little bit today, but this one is more than 20% of the floating short. This is the other thing that Danielle Shea said that she likes, is to find stocks with all of these other things and high short interest, which PGEN fits all of her criteria. So this one actually might continue to go back up, and this is a pretty cheap stock too, by the way. So for those that are looking at inexpensive, let's call it inexpensive, but right now it's at $4. So interesting. Let's go back and look at the scan again, see what else we got. Roblox is on there. It's kind of a pain to go back and forth because on my 4-monitor system, I can just do this and look at the other monitor. So it's a little bit of a pullback right now, but looks like a hammer for today. So on the 10-minute, it's the moving average lines are just crossing. So it might be just getting ready to take off. There's a slingshot down here. So Roblox is, I'm not too convinced that it's ready, but it might be getting ready to move up higher. What else we got? Dutch Bros is on there. Sinclair was one that hit a number of my scans last week. So you can see right there, this bright green one means that the downtrend, you can see the red arrows here mean it's gone below the 21. And what the green arrows as part of John Carter's momentum system means that the downtrend is ending. So interestingly, you can see on this one, it's got both the large bright green and it has the dark green, which is my indicator saying that it's above the 21. So it had both of those, and this one right here had them 1 day apart. So this one might be, and here's the slingshot down here. It's in a squeeze. So it might be ready to start moving. What else? ServiceNow is on here. Rambus. What do we got? PAR just came back on the top 10 list this week. It's consolidating sideways. That's what creates a squeeze. Just beginning, the momentum is just beginning to move higher. So you can see right there. Hasn't broken out yet, though. What else? TPC. Look at the 10-minute chart. TPC is breaking out right now. So TPC is definitely breaking out. There's a slingshot. This one is probably going to move. So that might be a good one to take a look at. Just went above the 21 right back here. But today it's breaking out. Yesterday or Friday had great volume on Friday. Okay, that's it for that 50. So basically that's how it works. There was a couple of, somebody did send me a couple of questions. So I'm going to look at a few. Let's go back to the daily chart. One is PODD. PODD looks like it's just beginning to move, sitting right at the 50-day, but and it's the momentum is just moving up. Just started to squeeze right now. So this looks like it might be ready to break out, although the volume is still kind of low right now. Volume has been low through this little move higher. You can see the gray bars, the neutral ones. It doesn't have any momentum arrows on the daily chart, at least. But it looks like this might be just beginning to start a run. Another one was TQQQ, which was above the 20. And yes, it went above the 20 yesterday. So it's starting to take off along with the rest of the market, of course. And you can see the green ADX getting ready to cross the momentum, and it's in a squeeze. This one actually looks really interesting, TQQQ. As long as the market continues to go higher, it's not breaking out yet. So keep that in mind. It has a little bit more to go. The high right here was 109. So somewhere around 110 would be the breakout. But that one looks very interesting. It's moving up with the rest of the market, of course. If you look at NDX, you can see it looks pretty much the same. So everything is really taken off right now. It is 211 on the East Coast. So moving along with the rest of the market. Let me see. Costco is the other one. Costco. Not too impressed with Costco. Here's a weekly chart over here. I mean, you can just see it's just nothing but a downtrend. Right, there's the downtrend line. It's actually getting steeper. So there's another downtrend line right about there. So I'm not too convinced yet. Costco might be making a comeback. Went above the 20 yesterday, but pulled right back below it. You see my green, my dark green, and my red, my orange. Let's call it orange. The orange. So not convinced on Costco right now. The 10-minute chart just consolidating sideways. That's pretty much what that looks like. SPY is S&P, as we started this conversation, is definitely taking off. So the market is heading higher. It's near the highs of the day. Needs to get up here, 675 for a breakout, but it looks like it's heading there. So that might be getting ready to move. So that's it. That's all the ones that that people wanted me to look at. I'm sorry that StockCharts is down. It's not really out of my control. And I'm wondering what's really happening at AWS. That's interesting. I'm going to go read that article and see what's up with that. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions, comments. Tell me what you thought about today's session using Thinkorswim. If you like this, we could try to do it more. There's, of course, a lot of things I can't do in Thinkorswim. And of course, my website is all based on StockCharts. So it was working. It's just really slow. It's just, I don't want to subject anybody to that. Anyway, the market looks pretty good. Looks like it's continuing to move higher and might continue to take off. So have a good day. Hopefully the systems will be back up tomorrow. We'll find out. And by the way, I got this note right here from going to StockCharts status overview page. So anybody that is subscribing to StockCharts, you can go check out to see what's going on over there. Let me see if I refresh this, if I get anything new. Here's a new one. Amazon has posted an update saying that they are starting to roll out a fix for the issue. We're hopeful we'll continue trying to increase our number of servers until things are back to normal. So not back to normal yet. This was at 1:45, about 30 minutes ago. Looks like Amazon knows that there's an issue. I just wonder if it was a denial of service attack from a bad actor out there somewhere. Should be interesting to watch this one. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think, and we'll hopefully be back online again tomorrow. I'll talk to you later. Bye.